Hey YouTube, it is Sunday the 23rd of July. It's 8:40 as I'm recording this. And wanted to talk about just now, I guess, day 7 of my keto journey. Although really, I wouldn't say that I was perfect yesterday. I was actually very far from perfect. My kid both of my kids were celebrating a belated birthday with their grandparents, and Grandma and Papa made birthday cakes. So obviously it would have been rude if I was the only one not eating birthday cake. And, birthday cake turned into everything else that I could grab my hands on. Peanut butter crackers and all kinds of other junk. Like I said, I know that there are people who can have one cookie. That's not me, and kind of hate those people a little bit. But I think, despite all that, I dropped weight. I weighed myself this morning, and I was 252. Now, I know that different digital scales might be slightly different. I'm going to take that for what it's worth and say that it's probably real. I'm not an expert on this stuff, but as a biology teacher, I do have some understanding, and I know that obviously, since it's been a week of not eating any substantial carbohydrates, that my liver is probably fairly clean, and so it was whatever excess carbohydrates and glucose that I produce was able to be shuttled to the liver as opposed to fat cells. So I think that's part of why I didn't gain weight, despite my guess easily 200 grams worth of carbohydrate binging that I did last night. That isn't to say that I feel great. I felt bloated. I had some nasty acid reflux this morning at 5 a.m., which I haven't had in a while. So I would say that, I paid a price for falling off the wagon. The question is whether or not I will fall off the wagon today as I go to a barbecue. Good thing about barbecue is there'll be lots of meat there. Bad thing about barbecues is there will be lots of other things there. I will do my best to not fall off the wagon. I'm also going to not eat anything until I get to the barbecue. So my hope is that the intermittent fasting, along with the predominantly meat eating for at least the first hour or so of the barbecue, will help if I do eat carbohydrates. I think eating fat and protein and having your body metabolize that before you eat carbohydrates is probably better than just going straight for the carbohydrates, because as your small intestines are digesting the meat and the fat, it will probably slow down the breakdown of any carbohydrates that I consume. That's my general understanding. I'm certainly not an expert on that. Don't take my word for that. All right, this is a quick upload because I'm at my in-laws and I don't even have my laptop, and I'm sure this sounds really crappy, but thanks for listening. Have a good weekend.